Hello and welcome to English ProSpeak, the podcast that helps you improve your professional English. I'm John.
And I'm Sophia. We are so glad you are here with us today.
Today we have a very important topic: English phrases for job interviews. A successful interview can change your career. It can help you get a better job, earn more money, and achieve your goals.
That's so true, John. But interviews can be stressful, especially in a new language. You want to show your skills and personality, but sometimes it's hard to find the right words.
Exactly. You worry about making mistakes, you worry about what to say.
But don't worry. Today we will make it simple. We will give you clear, easy to use phrases that will help you sound confident, polished, and professional.
We will focus on three of the most common interview questions. We will break them down and give you a simple formula to answer each one.
By the end of this episode, you will have the tools you need to feel more prepared and less nervous for your next English job interview. Are you ready?
Let's begin. Okay, the first big question. Almost every interview starts with this. The interviewer smiles and says, "So, tell me about yourself."
This question is an invitation. It's your chance to introduce yourself in a professional way. We recommend a simple method: present, past, future.
Let's look at the present part first. This is about your current role. What do you do now?
You should state your job title and maybe your main responsibility. For example, currently I am a sales assistant at a retail company. I help customers and manage store inventory.
That's a great example. It's clear and professional. Another example could be, I am a junior software developer. I work on building and testing new applications.
Perfect. Keep it short and focused on your main role.
Okay, after the present, we talk about the past. This is your relevant experience. Where did you work before this? What did you learn?
That's right. You want to connect your past experience to the job you are interviewing for.
Let's use your example, Sophia. The sales assistant. What could she say about her past?
She could say, "Before my current role, I studied business administration in college. There, I learned the fundamentals of marketing and customer service."
That's good because it shows her education is relevant. Or, if she has past work experience, she could say, "Before this, I worked for 2 years in a small cafe. That job taught me how to work quickly and handle many different customers at once."
Exactly. It shows valuable skills.
Okay, so we have present and we have past. The last part is future. This is the most important part. You need to explain why you want this job.
This is where you connect your story to the company. You want to show that you are excited about this specific opportunity.
So the sales assistant could say, I am looking to grow my career in a larger company, and I am very interested in your company's focus on customer satisfaction. I want to bring my skills to your team.
A perfect ending. It shows ambition and that you did your research. So let's put it all together: present, past, future.
Currently, I am a sales assistant at a retail company. Before this, I worked in a small cafe, which taught me how to handle many different customers. Now, I am looking to grow my career in a larger company, and I am very interested in your company's focus on customer satisfaction.
That is a strong, complete answer. It tells the interviewer who you are, what you've done, and where you want to go. Practice this structure for your own experience. Let's move on to our second question. It's another classic. What are your strengths?
This is your chance to shine. But just saying I'm a hard worker is not enough. You need to be specific and provide evidence.
I agree. Let's upgrade the language first. Instead of "I am good at," try a more professional phrase like, "I would say one of my greatest strengths is my ability to collaborate with a team." Or, "I am highly skilled in."
Those sound much more confident. Let's take the strength of teamwork. How would we answer that?
Okay, for teamwork, you could start by saying, "I would say one of my greatest strengths is my ability to collaborate with a team."
That's a great start, but now you need to prove it. You need an example.
Correct. An example makes your answer believable. You could add, "In my last project, our team had a very tight deadline. I took the initiative to organize our daily tasks and set up a communication channel. As a result, we all stayed on track and finished the project together successfully.
That's a fantastic example. It clearly shows how you are a good team player.
Let's do another one. What about the strength of being organized?
Okay, I can start with the phrase, I am highly skilled in organization.
Good start. Now, the example.
For example, in my current role, I am responsible for scheduling all team meetings and managing project files. I created a new digital filing system that saved our team about 3 hours of work each week.
Wow, that is a great answer. It has a specific result, saving 3 hours. Numbers and results are very powerful in an interview.
So, to summarize, for the strengths question, first use a professional phrase. Second, give a clear and specific example of when you use that strength.
And if you can, include a positive result. This will make your answer unforgettable.
All right, now for the question everyone finds tricky. What is your biggest weakness?
It is tricky. You have to be honest, but you also don't want to disqualify yourself from the job.
The secret is to talk about a real weakness, but show that you are actively working on it. This demonstrates self-awareness and a desire to grow.
So, what's a good way to phrase it? You should not say, my weakness is, it sounds too negative.
I agree. A better way to start is something I am actively working on is, or I have been focusing on improving my.
That sounds much more positive and proactive. Let's take a common weakness, like being a little shy with public speaking.
Okay, so I could say something I am actively working on is my confidence with public speaking. In the past, I felt nervous presenting to large groups.
That's a good, honest start. Now, the most important part. What are you doing about it?
Right, I need to show my solution. I can add, to improve this, I have volunteered to lead small team meetings. I have also completed an online course on presentation skills. I feel much more comfortable now than I did a year ago.
That is the perfect way to answer. You name the weakness, explains the context, and show the steps you're taking to overcome it.
Let's try one more. What about the weakness of having trouble asking for help? Some people want to do everything themselves.
That's a good one. You could say, in the past, I sometimes tried to solve every problem by myself. I have been focusing on improving my ability to delegate and ask for help when needed.
And the solution.
I have learned that teamwork leads to better results, and I now make it a point to collaborate with colleagues on difficult tasks. It has made me a more effective team member.
Excellent. This shows that you learned from your experience and you are growing as a professional.
So, for the weakness question, choose a real but manageable weakness. Use a positive phrase to introduce it, and always explain what you are doing to improve.
Now for our final question, and it's a big one. The interviewer might ask, why should we hire you? This can feel very direct and challenging.
It absolutely can be, John. The key here is to see it not as a challenge, but as an opportunity. It's your final chance to make a strong case for yourself. The goal is to connect your skills directly to the needs of the company.
That's a great way to look at it. So, is there a simple formula for this answer, just like with the other questions?
Yes, there is. A great way to structure your answer is the you, me, us formula. First, you start by talking about the company and the role. Let's do it. First, for tell me about yourself, remember this simple formula: present, past, future.
Interesting. So, the you part is about showing you've done your homework on the company?
It gives your story a perfect structure. Next, for what are your strengths, use a confident phrase like, one of my greatest strengths is, and always give a specific example.
Exactly. You could say something like, from my research, I understand that you are looking for a candidate who is not only skilled in project management, but also brings a creative approach to problem solving. Your recent launch of the X project shows that you value innovation, and that's what excites me.
That example is so important. It's your proof.
It is. And finally, for the scary question, what is your biggest weakness? Frame it positively. Use a phrase like, something I am actively working on is, and describe how you are improving.
Following these structures will help you feel so much more prepared. Remember, the goal is not to be perfect, but to communicate clearly and confidently.
And practice is the key. Say your answers out loud, record yourself on your phone. The more you practice, the more natural you will sound.
That is the best advice. Well, that is all the time we have for today on English ProSpeak.
We hope these tips help you ace your next job interview. Thank you so much for listening.
Keep up the great work with your English learning and join us next time. Goodbye, everyone.